Hi everyone, it's Sara here from Vinban Cardi. Welcome to another Saturday sipping session where this week we'll be looking at an orange wine from Romania. Now it's week 8 of lockdown and it's all a bit, so I thought I would look at something completely different just to zhuzh things up a little bit, hence the orange wine. I appreciate that orange wine isn't as easy to get hold of in your local supermarket. This one is from Asda if you do want to taste along. Aldi I know does an orange wine. I don't know if they have any in stock, but if you can't find one in your local supermarket, then this is a great opportunity to go to your local independent wine shop and see what they have in stock. Support local, support independent businesses. If you don't want to try an orange wine or you can't find an orange wine, then go for a Romanian. I wanted to look at Romania today because it's very much an underrepresented wine region, and the country is producing some really, really good quality wines that are really affordable actually, but they're not really on the wine map per se. It's not common knowledge anyway. I wanted to put some focus on to Romania today. And if you can't find anything Romanian or you don't want to try Romanian, go for an Austrian, Hungarian, go for any kind of wine that you've not tried before, something from a different region. Let's just try new things this week, guys. It's just, we're doing the same shit every day, so why not try something different? Also, it's a vegetarian week. Happy vegetables. One of the reasons I chose orange wine is because they tend to be vegan. And so that kind of corresponds with vegetarian week. Our friend Mr. Bowley will be sharing a vegan recipe with you guys later that pairs with an orange wine as well. I will explain how a wine is vegetarian or vegan a bit later on, but there we go. So that is what you've got to look forward to. I'm just going to put this to one side for a second. Okay, so Romania is actually one of the world's largest wine producers and 5th largest among European countries after Italy, France, Spain and Germany. The climate here is continental with long autumns and long summers, which is ideal for grape ripening. Some of Romania's wine regions are at the same latitude as Bordeaux in France, so that should give you an idea of the potential for quality winemaking here. The most cultivated whites include Romanian grape varieties like Feteasca Alba and Feteasca Regala, but also include European grape varieties such as your good old Chardonnay, Savy B, Riesling and Pinot Noir. The red grape varieties are Merlot, Cab Sav, Babeasca Neagra, Feteasca Neagra and Pinot Noir. The white grape varieties are grown predominantly in the north where it's cooler, and then the red grape varieties are grown predominantly in the south where it's warmer, as you'd expect. The really cool thing about Romania at the moment is that there's a new generation of winemakers who are investing more into new winemaking technology and who are experimenting with new winemaking styles. So there are some really cool, interesting wines being made there at the moment, which leads me to orange wines. Orange wine does not have any oranges in it. It does not have any food colouring in it. It's not a kind of cocktail or type of sangria. It's a wine like any other, it's just made in a slightly different style. Orange wine is made by leaving the white grape skins in contact with the juice. So it's like a white wine, but made in the same way that you would make a red wine. Basically, you mash up all of the white grapes and then you put them in a large vessel, usually concrete or ceramic, and then you leave it there from anything from a couple of days to a little over a year. And then over time, colour is extracted from the grapes as well as some tannins and flavour, and this kind of adds some extra body and texture to the overall wine, as well as obviously the colour. This is usually a natural process that uses very little to no additives and sometimes no added yeast. The process of orange winemaking is ancient and actually comes from where we now call Georgia, the country, not the American state, where they would make wine in huge vessels underground and then seal them and leave them for several years. And actually there's a history of orange winemaking in Slovenia and in northern Italy. So think of maybe an amber Pinot Grigio or Pinot Grigio Rosé, so also called Ramato, which is kind of made in the same style as an orange wine. The grapes of Pinot Grigio have like a purple hue to them, so if you leave the juice in contact with the skins for enough time, you will get like a copper hue to the wine, and so it's the same. Typical aromas tend to include honeyed fruit, hazelnut, apple, sourdough, and dried orange rind, whereas on the palate they tend to be big and bold and dry, with tannin similar to red wines, but a sourness that's similar to a sour beer or even a natural cider. So orange wines can have a bit of a funky smell and taste to them. It all just depends on the winemaking style. So I've had a couple that taste more like a farmyard cider than a wine, and then others are just almost like a white wine, but just with more flavour and texture and complexity. So like I said, it all kind of depends on the winemaking style and the region. So if you want to find out what this one tastes like, join me in part 2, where I'm going to crack it open and have a taste. See you in a bit.